Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim and welcome to a Tuesday night stream. But not just any Tuesday night stream, no, it's a chat Tuesday night where we're going to play Hand of Fate 2, and you guys get to play with me as well. So go ahead and get those keyboard fingers ready because I'm going to need your help throughout most of this, I think, as we've determined throughout the past. But we're not just here for normal Hand of Fate 2 times, no, there is new and additional content for us to get. Besides all of the new and additional content that was added in through the previous upgrades that we just haven't gotten yet. I can fix that. Better? Less loud than me? Either way, I imagine that we may even have to lower it even more once we get into combat then if just this music is louder than I am. But anyway, we're ready to pick up exactly where we left off, playing more Endless Mode and unlocking new tokens. But what exactly will we be going after, you may be asking yourself? Why, it's the Faces of War DLC. It has 6 new player hair appearances, 1 new encounter that's available after the completion of the Magician Challenge, which we've long since done, and 10 new player face paint appearances. If there's one thing that goblins enjoy most, it's decorating the humans from the shoulder up. Excellent. So we have now added that to our token set, and I believe that when we begin, or maybe when we continue? Maybe when we start a new game. Maybe we continue the old one. I'm not quite sure. Wow, Kisty, I am very flattered. Oh, there we go. New danger lurks in the caverns surrounding Goblin Town. It is the Goblin Tracker, where we will find some of our wonderful new things. New appearances available from the campfire. Why, 3 of those wonderful new hairstyles are unlocked straight away. Thank you. Wait. Make that 6. Nice. So then I wonder if we already unlocked the hairstyles, maybe the Goblin Merchant is to get the face paint? Well, either way, let's see what those new hairstyles look like and see if we can finally replace our old one. But honestly, I've been walking around in the dealer's duds for so long, I kind of forgot what our hairstyle is. So let's take a look here. That's the bald. Not new. Not new. Not new. Not new. There we go. Can I turn her? How do I turn the lady so that I can see the other side? Oh well. And a nice little mohawk there, faux hawk. And then something very Aloy reminiscent. Yeah. I think I can get down with that. Excellent. And then we can check out the male hairstyles too while we're at it, just for shits and giggles. We have the wizened wizard, the actual mohawk, and then of course, well, balding in the middle. But it's cool. I think we'll go back to our female stance, as I do have more fun with that. Oh, I see. So I guess they kind of correspond in certain ways. As far as like their selected value when you switch over to the other gender, it kind of fills it out for you. I wonder when they'll insert more appearances, like general appearances, or the ability to kind of customize those a little bit. Or maybe more colors? I don't know. There's a couple of different things that they could add in there as far as more customization options than they already have, but, you know, that's just more icing on the cake that is this game, and the cake is what I want to have more of. So, should I go with the Magician Companion? I do still have to complete both the Orphan and Velus's quest.
Your allies make strange company at the best of times. Yet, will they accept this one? One so strange, so bloodthirsty.
Interesting. So, where would one catch a fairy? And I wonder if that may be better taken on in like an actual challenge mission where we can control a little bit more of the variables.
Is this your moment? Perhaps.
Adventure beckons! We set foot upon the open road and begin our journey into the unknown. And of course, all of the wears and tears of Endless Mode begin to take Their devilish form. The old maiden will give us a boon. I'm gonna ask for supplies as we usually do because, well, daddy needs food. If there's anything this game has shown us, we can walk around in poverty forever as long as we have the ability to feed ourselves.
What adventure will fate hold for you?
But what shall our first adventure be, ladies and gentlemen? Lost to Grief or the Village Ruffians? Lost to Grief takes us off against Corrupted. And for success, we will gain 15 gold. For failure, there is only death. Easy enough. And then Village Ruffians. This adventure ends with combat against powerful thieves. Expect to encounter their kind. 15 fame. And for failure, there is only death. But it's a level 2 encounter. So, seems as though you guys don't want me to have gold, you want me to have fame. So, sure, absolutely. Fame instead of fortune. I'm down for it. A band of thieves has settled in the remote region of Huntsweasel. The local Imperial garrison is assumed dead, and you have accepted the task of dealing with the villains.
These trials offer you a chance to make your play more difficult.
Artifacts are restricted. The Tavern Wager. Let me inspect this one. Artifacts are restricted for the duration of the adventure. For success, gain 15 gold. This trial can only be failed by dying. You know what? I barely ever use artifacts anyway, so I'm okay with that. And then the Drunken Hero requires us to reveal the map before the adventure, before the succession of the adventure. Malaclips will join you in combat for the entirety of the journey. You better believe I'm gonna get that. And then it looks like we have to deliver 12 gold at the end of the adventure. That's it? Just 12 gold? Please. We can do that standing on our heads. So all 3 trials up, all 3 trials down. Here we go.
Move. Let us see how that decision fares.
Listen here, Dodgeball Boy. I know exactly the risks that I'm taking. The tavern is crowded as you sit arguing with a pair of adventurers from the southern kingdoms. Coin and drink flowed freely through the evening as the 3 of you swapped tales over a game of cards. But now, having been beaten soundly and thus robbed of the gold you have gambled away from a rich dwarf earlier that day, their insistence that your claims of heroics are as fanciful as tales of a white minotaur has reached you from your has you reaching for your blade. Tales of a White Minotaur very much take me back to the original game. Thank you, devs. I appreciate that bit of PTSD. Why not prove your valor, mercenary? A powerfully built warrior taunts. How about a little wager? Yes, the thin-robed man smirks. Surely a hero of your stature can complete your quest without the aid of, say, magical artifacts? With a rage in your heart and a drink dulling your senses, you of course agree to their wager. The thin-robed man speaks some strange words and touches your forehead, saying, just to make sure you'll keep your word. And suddenly we have no ability to have artifacts, and they will be returned to us at the end of this adventure. The other tavern patrons, having taken interest in your heated exchange, cheer your decision. He'll be dead before tomorrow noon, one man says. I'll take that wager, you hear a woman reply. More story. When Malaclips fails to show for breakfast, you begin fearing for his life. Eventually, you find him face down in a rain barrel and a young girl repeatedly dunking his head in the water. I'm gonna be okay. The bard said he'd save us from Lady Lily's mercenaries, but then he drank himself into a stupor before he could tell us his brilliant plan. The girl lifts Malaclips' head from the barrel and slaps him a couple of times. Thwap, thwap. When our ma'am is in her cups, Aunt Gillett makes her walk the turnip field so she can see straight again. If you march him out for a little bit, maybe he'll be able to do good too. You drag Malaclips out of the city gates. Tally-ho, old bean! He stumbles and says, some fresh air will definitely do this man some good. And a fair maiden by the name of Valeria Tearsheet, ooh, I bet she's murder in the sack, has been kidnapped by a vicious band of pirates who demand a payment in gold. You set out to meet them in a remote ruin. You look over your supplies and maps in preparation, and
make your choices.
Here we go.
And consider what must lie ahead.
Let's see. The illicit trade has us spending gold, no thank you. The Cave of Wonders could have us gaining an artifact which we won't be able to use. Upgrading defense at the blacksmith might not be a bad idea, but Winding Trail usually ends up with me, yeah, you know, having to fight somebody and stealing all of their wares, so we'll take that. And then the Stiegel Pumpkin has so many different gains on it that there's no way I'm not going to take that. Seriously. The Underneath has the potential to gain a whole bunch of stuff since we do have Malaclips. The Goblin Retainer has us the ability to gain gold, a speed bonus. Oh, right. The better, if we can kill the guards before the goblin gets away, then we're able to, like, get gold from him. But if not, then, well, we just have the combat, if I'm not mistaken. And then while the general store may be good, it would be very tempting. Very, very tempting. To go ahead and, well, spend money, which we don't want to do right now. The Merchant's Ring would reveal all shops to us. That would be not bad to take from the beginning. Tactician's Buckler gives us the ability to reflect straight away. Ooh, the Golden Shield being ornamental means we can immediately sell it for a buttload of bucks. Well, once we acquire it anyway. I don't know. Now, the Spike Mace stuns Empire, but we're going into combat against thieves. But then again, we might end up fighting the Empire at some point, so why not? And I'll take the Merchant's Ring. We have the Berserker's Creed, which nets us extra gold. Gain 3 gold whenever you draw a gold gain card. And deal more damage the more life you lose in combat. Stun Bash from the armor, which is always nice. I keep doing that. Escape instead of back. Then the Mercenaries Guard. Ooh. Would actually be really great against thieves. And also with these goblins running around. It would be nice to kind of have them not be able to steal my items. And it also reduces the amount of gold stolen by them by 50% too. Not too shabby. The Gambler's Hood. Wager. What is that? A light helm that masks Obscura's face. Wait, nope, wrong one. At the start of each map, optionally bet 15 gold that you will end the level on full life. Ooh, winning draws a gold gain card. Gain 400 gold through the wager ability to earn this card's shard. Curious. Optionally reroll all 2 and 5s is not bad either. Of course, there's also the Cutthroat Blades, which are amazing against fighting against thieves, but seriously, I'm pretty good at killing stuff anyway, so more equipment the better as far as I'm concerned. At least early on. I'd rather have more equipment than more weapons. You start with 3 goddamn weapons.
The adventure begins.
They can't really degrade in this mode. And we have a trader from a distant land who, well, would trade us blessings for items, but I don't have any blessings for 2 items, and I don't have any random equipment to give him for 1. So, unfortunately, we need to go. Our companion is currently hungry, though. We could sate his hunger with some of our life at the campfire. But I think we'll wait. We'll sate him another way. Ooh. Immediately with the Stiegel Pumpkin. Stiegel's town center is unremarkable apart from a beautiful clock tower and a small cluster of tents tucked into a shedded corner away from the hustle and also the bustle. What do you guys want to go do first? Do you want to go visit Ariadne's mother, the fortune teller, or the tents? I think the tents are the ones with all the gambits where we can gain stuff. But visiting Ariadne's mother and also the fortune teller can get us good things too. Okay, sure. Ariadne's mother. She greets you with a plate of pumpkin scones and an anxious smile. Let's ask her about Ariadne first. Such a sweet child. I don't know what I did wrong to make her turn out so aggressively. Bethel wrings her hands anxiously. What about a pumpkin? She is momentarily startled by the audacity of your request before her instinct for her hospitality resumes control. She leaves the room and soon is returned weighed down by one of Stiegel's famous oversized pumpkins. And she gives us the last of the harvest, which is a full 5 fucking food. Hell yes. The fortune teller is withered with age and draped in gaudy fabrics. She barely registers your arrival at her stall. We could ask for our fortune, Velus's fortune, Borden's fortune. Borden? Who's Borden? Borden of Fall Hollow will bring great peril onto his family, but they will forgive him as they have before. That is his curse. And that our fortune is of imminent carnage. You are barreling headlong into imminent carnage. If you do not take care, the sea air looks at you with pale, watery eyes. Everything will be lost. And then, of course, Velus's fortune is, well, empty. Because he's a shadow person. And he's not of this plane. At the tents, ooh, we can talk to them, steal some of their soup, or leave it be. My, the tents had the stew you pulled leather armor from. Ah, I see. So we can offer them food. No, we don't want to do that. They're protective of the soup because they're starving. And I guess we could try and steal some of their soup. And let's see what happens here. Oh God, I remember this.
Patience. Do not move too quickly, for
Here we go.
haste breeds only failure.
Wait for it. Oh, barely missed. Barely missed. Failure. You hide behind a flap of the tent curtain and wait. The family never takes their eyes off the soup, and we can try again. Because there is no penalty for failure. Not with this one. Which is great. Oh! Ah, fuck. Missed it twice. Really? I'm off tonight. Normally I can nail that on the second try. Steal some more soup. Come on, baby. There we go. There's the pendulum swing.
Breathe. You have done well.
The children begin to bicker amongst themselves. You take advantage of the distraction, ladling out a portion of soup. A rare river turnip bops to the surface of your soup mug. It tastes like mud, and you feel rejuvenated. I'm gonna steal more. Because it's not, I mean, we can gain all kind of good shit from this soup. It's not just, oh, health potions. It was armor, it was gold. We pluck a piece of equipment. Gnarly. Ooh, the chieftain's axe or the gambler's hood. But we're not facing off against corrupted here, so I think the gambler's hood. I mean, I need more fame before I can use it, but still, that's not bad. Let's go win one more. Why not? Let's get greedy. Yay! Now, one thing that hasn't happened is we haven't gotten like a huge failure on it, just a regular one. Ooh! Merchant's ring, mercenary garb. Yes, please. Awesome. So I guess we've got what we can take from here. Thank you very much, all the families, and we're gonna linger. Because we need to reveal all the encounters before we leave. All of them.
Exploration is at the heart of what we do.
It traces the merchant routes that crisscross the desert lands skirting the nation.
Fresh and the unknown.
Wow. The desert hides many forgotten paths, but only the most prepared or the most desperate risk trying. That's a lot of desert to cover. Thankfully, they're all revealed. So I don't think... I think I'm okay. You know, like I don't think that I need to go on to all of them because they are all revealed. With a snap, you feel something being yanked off our person. Crap. We turn to see goblins running away, giggling and pointing at us. Defeat the goblins before they escape. Oh no, and they've got thief friends too. Bad news is I don't have my merchant's armor on yet because I don't have enough fame. So now, with me and just my trusty, rusty axe, gotta go and kill them all.
Get the message. We're not to be messed with.
I will say this, Velis should really be taking advantage of some opportunities here. Because, like, I'm gonna set him up nicely to be able to take out some bad guys. Also, 2 whole minutes? Really, guys? 2 whole minutes to take out this entire group of people. Okay, cool. We can do that. Booyah! Oop. Oop. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm finding the other goddamn goblin. Fuck you in particular. Nice. And thanks to my attack chain, we ended up getting out of that stupid bomb range anyway. Boom. And anyone else? Last and certainly least. I couldn't help but notice the hat on the dealer's head. Yes, that one's the Locksley hat, the Robin Hood hat. Now, I think it's red. I don't know if it was always red. I thought it was green at some point. But either way, hilarious. And unfortunately, those thieving devils got away with 2 gold and 1 food. What? Oh well, at least we gained a piece of equipment off of him. The spiked mace. Yes, please. And 10 gold? Nice. Companion is still hungry, though. We can satiate that hunger later. Journey forward and go on to the next level. All right. A circular path. I mean, the end's gotta be this one, right? And then we're just gonna end up having to go back around. Humble offering. While hiking along a mountain path, you pass an old farmer weighed down with a heavy sack. You slow your pace to walk with him for a while. In ancient times, my people had a great empire, he offers as he continues slowly up the path. It stretched all the way to the misty seas. In those days, our clerics would sacrifice precious jewels and finely forged weapons to appease the gods. Much has changed since then, as you can see. He gestures to a tiny collection of rundown shacks in the valley below. Few of us keep the old traditions, and we have precious little to give. But every year we give what we can. Perhaps one day our fortunes will change, or not. But what else can we do? His laughter gives way to a coughing fit. He points to the top of the mountain and says, perhaps up there your fate will change also. Hours later, you stand at the top of the mountain and discover a vast crater that falls away into a shadow below. You approach the edge of the pit and gaze into unending darkness. We can earn endless points by discarding equipment, but honestly, fuck that noise, because the endless points aren't that important to me. We're gonna get endless points just by winning stuff. And also, I want my goddamn equipment. I worked very hard for that equipment. You're not taking it away from me, dealer. Goblin retainer. Great. Let's be prepared to deal with some thieves, I think. Yeah. Kill. The tower is in chaos! Alarm bells have garrison soldiers in a panic as you watch a goblin with a hefty sack leaps from a window and dangling out from a makeshift rope. He bounces painfully off the wall, oof, as he lowers himself down to the ground. The castle doors fly open, guards assemble, armed and angered. And we have to choose a side. The goblin blows his horns, discharging little more than a feeble hiss. I need a moment to recharge this thing. Help me and I'll split my takings. Before you can reply, he throws you an item from his sack. Here's your retainer, he says. Ooh, 20 gold. That's one hell of a retainer. Now, we must defeat the thieves before our goblin friend can escape, so that way we can extract the rest of our bounty. Thank you very much. So let's go, friends. Velas, we ride. Really? Okay, I was about to say 3 musketmen, that's all? You know what? I totally thought we were going to be fighting against thieves, and I actually have, you know, something way more appropriate to kill Empire people. An actual mace made specifically for that, as it turns out. Am I using it? No. Should I be using it? Yes. Do I have an armor bash ability that helps kind of maintain the balance? Yes. Am I pleased with the combat update? You bet your sweet ass I am. Does the combat update help make up for my failures? Yup. Do I have 18 seconds left? Jesus, really? 15, 14, 13, 12. Murder! Maim! Destroy! Faster! Go Velas, thank you. Woohoo! Okay, murdered them before the goblin got away. Let's see what happens. The ravages of time, of course, take my weapons and armor, but they're still default, so, like, I'm okay. Hearing the shouts of additional guards, the goblin summons a portal and drags you in. The 3 of you fall through a seemingly endless tunnel of swirling stars. Oh, no!
I'm not a You must appreciate.
And now we get to pick a piece of equipment.
This game has been my focus for more years than I can count.
Okay, baby. Daddy wants that sword. So let's stop that wheel right here. Wait, that was a bad sword? Never mind, I thought that was a weapon. No, that was bad. Dull edge? That would have been a curse of some kind. You see the goblin ahead. He tears his sack open and his loot tumbles towards you. And we gain 5 more gold for our troubles. After what seems like a lifetime, the portal opens up in the forest, dumping you into a pile of shrubbery. Velas sighs as he watches you attempt to untangle yourself. Your majestic disappearing act has become the talk. Yeah. Yes, I did get lucky in the fact that I failed what I attempted to do, which was get the sword, which wasn't a sword at all. It was a deadly curse that would have made my attacks even worse than they already would have been. So, like, failing upwards? Of course I failed upwards. I'm a white guy. It's what we do. Let's see. A winding trail has a tree falling suddenly in our path, blocking the way ahead. Weapons bristle from the bristle from the trees around you, their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. More thieves. We could give them all of our gold. Or we could actually just go ahead and maim and destroy them. I know, I'm choosing again the exact wrong weapon for this encounter, but I don't really care because they're gonna take a mace to the face and it's gonna feel great. What else do you use against people who are trying to mug you? Mace in the face, right? Right.
I'll handle the little one. You deal with the rest, okay?
Excellent. All right, Malaclips, you stay back there and you fire your deadly bolts. If you said you were going to take the far one, I need you to actually follow up on your work. Bam! Yeah. Yeah, the ability to knock out a quarter of their health with every single swing of that thing is incredible. Imagine being able to do that to the Empire shields, too. Right tool for the right job. Come on, Tim. Let's see here. Combat has damaged our equipment, but we don't really care. With the coward subdued, the thugs plead for their lives. Please, please, sir, for pity's sake, we only want to defeat our families. What else would you have us do? We could have them give us our spoils. Let them go free. Or give them 10 gold and let them go free anyways. Be a little bit magnanimous. What do you guys think? Should we hold them for ransom? Should we simply let them go on their merry way? Or should we be better than? Be the bigger man. We have the extra gold to give. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what it gives us. I don't know if it actually has any benefit. But, I mean, that's not how you get into the good place, according to what I've read. We could just do good for goodness sake. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Okie dokie. Fine. We shall be the bigger man. Be good for goodness sake.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Nice. And we gain our fame, which allows us to be able to put on the gambler's hood. And at the beginning of every map, we will optionally bet 15 gold that we can end the level with full life. Which we will have to do. Okay, cool. Thank you, adventurer, from all... Already lost, though. Thank you, adventurer, from all of us and our families. We will spread word of your forgiveness and generosity. Your kind deeds will not be forgotten this day. Excellent. Good work, everybody. Thank you for spreading my name. And we have found the village of Hunsweasel. We're not going there just yet. Gotta go around the bend. And gain 3 food. Thank you, guys. You're the best. Your path leads you past a remote Empire fort, overlooking a well-worn road. As you approach, a large band of soldiers exit the fort and heads in your direction. Surprisingly, however, they pay no attention to you other than to shove you out of their way of the supply wagon. The captain is in no mood to talk to you as he hurries his men south towards the capital, away from the northern mountains. The fort stands completely silent, its heavy wooden doors left open. I mean, we gotta go inside, right? Let's inspect the fort. It's a 14 dice roll. And we can re-roll 2s and 5s, remember? So we will re-roll those 2s and 5s. Whoopee! Nice. To get the round 16.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
The entire fort is deserted, but you manage to scrounge some supplies. 3 food. And our companion is still hungry. I'm not feeding him any blood this day. Ooh, the joust. Ooh. So we need the token here. We still need to get the token, and I believe as our research has shown us before, what we need is a close victory. A good challenge. So here we go. As we spur our horse along, we ride towards our fate. Oh, fuck me.
Even when
huge failure to start off with. That's not what I wanted to do.
Keep practicing.
My opponent scores 2 points. We need to win this thing. Immediately. Immediately put myself backwards. Fuck. Huh, got it. Oh, thank you, sweet Jennifer. Woo! That was close. My lance finds its mark, smashing directly into Sir Raymond's helm, sending it flying. We score 2 points. With the crowd on the edge of their seats, the herald announced the score. We have a tie at 2 points each. Now for the deciding round. Your steed champs at her bit as we ready ourselves for the final run. We flick off the reins. Holy shit! Holy shit! Huge success!
Timed.
Our lance finds its mark, hitting Sir Raymond square in the chest. The crowd goes wild with excitement as we knock our opponent clean off their horse. We score 3 points. And the mercenary's garb is now ours because we got the fame. But did we get the token? And our winner is our challenger with 5 points to Sir Raymond's 2. The people cheer as you ride out from your steed from the arena. Should I... What? What? Wait. But... They went wild. Why did I not... What? I'm so confused. Also, a little hurt. But confused? Are they not entertained? Oh. I guess because I had to win 3-2, so I needed to only score 1 more point there. Well, fuck me running sideways. Okay, fine. Never mind, Noble. Because there is more after that. Oh. Interesting. Noted. A pair of shady characters emerge from the shadows to block our path. And the gang of thieves decide they want, well, more than their fair share of my gains. Nothing personal, kid, they add as they come towards us. And we're getting to fight 3 regular thieves, and I think I saw only 2 anarchists. I don't know, I didn't see the background. But either way, they're gonna die pretty painfully, so this should be great. Oh, really? Just the one arcanist. Alright, fine. You must really have a thing for not wanting to live. Incidentally, I think that, yeah, this mercenary's garb was designed to stun thieves pretty much left, right, front, down, and center. So I almost don't even need good weapons. I can let them kill themselves by stunning themselves, and then letting my allies do the trick. It's great. It's great. All right. Following item no longer provides defense, the Gambler's Hood, but it still provides its benefits, so it's still going to stick around for a while. Yay. And at almost full health, if we had our wager, I would just have to camp one day. But we don't have the wager, so we're good. The town of Hunt's Weasel is quiet as you walk amongst the houses. Frightened faces vanish from the windows as you glance in their direction. In the center of the village, you discover the fate of the local Imperial garrison. As you move to free them from their bonds, a pack of deadly cutthroats surrounds you. Another Imperial lackey here to do their dirty work, Theo the Honorless inquires. The Emperor couldn't even be bothered to send down more of his soldiers. Times must be tough. Get him, lads! And me and my 2 allies, I'm probably gonna have something to say about that. I'm just saying, little objection to that remark, but it's okay. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go stabby a whole bunch of times, kill a boss, and possibly come out of this a little bit richer than I went in. Win a handful of coins, can buy a knife in the dark. Good folks suffer.
By sea and sun, fate and fame.
All right, Velas, do your dirty work. Oh, Jesus. Nice. Oh, God, I love those countered stuns. They're so great. So, like, anytime I counter a thief, they are stunned. Or anytime they hit me, they are stunned. One of the 2. I think it's counter, but I could be wrong. Because I thought when I countered them a second ago. No, maybe not. No, there it is, yeah. And then when he hits me, he gets stunned too. Weird. Okay, whatever. Bam. Shield back. Uh-oh, look out. Maybe it's both. Hey there, Derek. Yes, of course we've tried Jackbox Party Pack 5. You were here. You were here when we played that. Oh, wait, no. That's somebody else. My bad. Yes. Yes, we have played Jackbox Party Pack 5. It's great. And we'll definitely probably play that next week. With the ruffians dealt with, the people of Huntsweasel emerge from their homes to thank you. And the bards will sing of our deeds long after this day. Why does he look like a Puritan pilgrim trying and failing to be a thief? Because of his giant floppy hat, Juno. It's how they've chosen to render out the chief thieves here. Tuesday. We'll definitely do Jackbox on Tuesday. I think that's fair. Only reason why I didn't do it tonight is because, well, this is another chat interactive game, and they just had the more recent DLC. You return to the tavern where the fates and wagers were determined weeks ago to find the same pair of adventurers still spouting tales of their prowess. On seeing you, the large warrior gives a hearty laugh. Ha 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 ha! Still alive, my young friend? You're a good sport. Let me get you a tankard and you may regale us with more outrageous claims of your abilities. And our artifacts have been returned, of which we had none, so trial completed. The pair hand you over your winnings for going through with the bet. Not bad, mercenary, the thin adventurer says, but I'll bet you're not brave enough to accept another wager. No, your name reminded me of someone else who always asked about Jackbox Party Pack stuff, and I apologize. That was totally my bad. Your companion sighs heavily in his weird shadow snake-like voice. Malaclips is finally roused into a decent state while traipsing through a lavender field. Mercenaries, he groans, swatting a big bundle of purple flowers from his face. A giant horse. After listening intently to his croaky mutterings, you both head back to the village of Brackenwick with his brilliant plan. The plan is pulled off to perfection, just as Malaclips has described. The large horse indeed was a particular stroke of genius. We'll never know what the plan was, but we get 140 endless points for our troubles, and we gain 30 more gold. Hot damn. The people of the village of Brackenwick reward you with applause and a few small items of value. You approach, and finally we reach the appointed place to pay the gold ransom for the return of Valeria Tearsheet. A pirate calls down from the window of a ruined tower. Well, have you brought the gold? That will suffice. The young woman is lowered down to you on a rope, and we finally lead her to safety. We lose 12 gold, gain 18 food, and 160 more endless points. Congratulations, everybody.
Here, things will
3 trials up, 3 trials down, and the main mission done. And we go back to the capital in search of more adventure. Holy shit! That is terrifying! Shadow Games. We will end up in combat against a powerful shadow. Success will restore 55% of our current life. That could actually be really handy for that wager benefit that we have. Or Rats in the Cellar, where we'll fight off against powerful goblins. For success, we'll gain 30 gold, and for failure, there is only death. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what's it going to be? Number 1 or number 2? You get the vote. Do you want me to face off against that terrifying Shadow Beast face? Holy shit, I cannot look at that thing. Or the goblins. Equally terrifying, but also, like, kind of cute. Like, they look like they would probably give you a couple of friendly licks before they eat your face off. The shadow person is definitely just coming for your face. All right. Shadow Beast it is. Excellent.
Time has passed, and now creatures of shadow begin their return to the Empire.
One moonless night, your sleep is interrupted by a startling yelp from Velis. As you draw your weapon, you catch a glimpse of your companion being dragged off into the forest. Oh no! In the darkness, you quickly lose track of your prey. Stopping to catch your breath, you strain to hear anything unusual. Some clue is to guide you back through the darkness. Too late, warrior. A voice whispers in the darkness. Draven, the Scourge of Albia, has your Trojan friend, and to join him for a feast on the next full moon. And what a feast it will be indeed. And with that, the voice and your companion are gone. You stand alone in the dark forest.
This is a good time to add trials, before time has passed and things have become
Why, thank you,
more
Buttsbot.
difficult.
The eternal Libera butt. Let's see. So we have Goblin Favors, which require us to deliver 2 artifacts. And Hubie will join us in combat for our adventure. And for the success, we will gain the Lionel Special artifact. For failure, we lose 15 gold. The Eternal Liberator is a wheel gambit. That's always fun. We get to keep the gain card. For failure, we lose the pain card. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that one. Yeah, at least for now, Juno, we've lost our companion. And then the gambling tournament. At the end of the current adventure, do a dice gambit challenge. For success, gain 10 gold for every blessing possessed. For failure, lose 2 blessings. Ooh. I mean, I guess if we have no blessings, then there's no penalty for failure. So that's not a bad thing. We would just need to get blessings in order for it to have any benefits. So the more benefits it could potentially have, the more risk comes with said rewards. That's not the way that's supposed to go. Oh well. Honestly, just for the sake of ease of shit, I think sticking with just the Eternal Liberator is probably going to be the best way to go. It's the only one that I can actually guarantee that we can get through. Yeah. Drunken tales in the Shipyard Tavern speak of the Eternal Liberator, an Imperial warship once laden with treasures that now perches precariously on the rocks below the cliffs of the Oblivion. Many a daring or foolish soul have already perished trying to reach it. You decide to journey there and see it.
As you descend, your decisions.
All right, now we get to add more encounters. The Waterfall of Youth is always great because we get to get some good gains off of that one. Stirring in the Mire gives us the ability to get some equipment on a dice roll. The Lost Boy can grant us a lot of different kinds of gains, and we still need to get its token too. You know what? I'm gonna do Lost Boy. And then the Field of Fae, ooh, might actually be the very thing that we need for Velis. So I'm gonna take that one, and then Grobbin's Training for a Shadow Shard. Yes, please. Yes, please. Felvin's Favor allows us to remove a card from a wheel gambit, and we have to complete 100 wheel gambits to unlock this helmet shard. Which at the end of this trial, we end up having a wheel gambit. So that's, yeah, that's not bad. The Dead King Scales is also around a wheel gambit where we get to duplicate a card. And then we get to resist fire and damage from ogres. And then a charged bash causes bleed to a single target when activated. Wow, really? Bleed and slow excludes undead and corrupted. Basic bash causes a brief stun. Then there's the Mark of Damnation, which provides a Mark of Damnation, can summon a lost soul. The Soul Gem, which recovers your companion. You don't think that would work here, do you? No, there's no way. There's no way that would work here. And then, of course, this one allows this item to be stolen instead of others when goblins come along and steal our shit, but nah. The Night Sword is useful against shadows. So I think, you're coming with. And, ooh, that Weave of the Protector gives us an extra reroll on dice rolls and resisted damage from traps. But, ooh, and also has a token. But the Gambler's Jewel gives us +2. Yeah, I gotta take that one. Damn it. So many good items. So few equipment slots. All right, the Gambler's Hood allows us to bet 15 gold, and you bet your sweet ass I'm going to do that.
You know you have it within you.
Especially considering that one of my betters actually allows me to, one of my, god damn it, the main quest allows me to heal back health at the end of it. So unless I finish off the final fight with 30 health, we should be pretty good. Now then, we could get a new item if we choose to discard one random, but nah. Because discarding one random will probably end up discarding my mask, and I don't want to do that yet with my Liberator charm. So instead, we now find the lost boy. He's just a small child, you overhear. A deeper voice growls, we have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he spawned from and show them where our outpost is. You consider the boy's fate. Now, I believe we have discussed how to get this card's token before. And I have to offer to take the boy to the dungeon. Right? Because I want this goddamn token. And I think Noble is the one that's looked that up in the past. I think offer to take the boy to the dungeon gets us to the token. Because I've offered to save the boy before. And I've done it a couple of different ways and we haven't gotten the token. So I think it's offer to take the boy to the dungeon. And then you don't take the boy to the dungeon. Let's give it a shot. Upon your greeting, the guards recognize you. Ah, hero, it is an honor. We will be grateful for your service. The outpost is that away. Okay, we lead the lost boy from the guards. He glares at you with contempt. And do we let the boy go? I'm pretty... Holy shit. Wow. 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 Okie dokie. That's more than you copied. So let's let the boy go. And here's the dice roll. Okay, cool. Which I can re-roll 2s and 5s on. But I don't need to because we got the dice roll we needed. Excellent. Okay, I'll tell you. They got separated. But I'm not afraid. I'm of the clan Catsfoot and we're great pathfinders. He can find his way home. And he reveals the rest of the area. We gain 2 fame and the token. Yay! Boosh. And we will get that at the end of all of this nonsense. The ravages of time remove more of my fame. You guys give me more food. Thank you very much. And I'm heading right onto the field of fairies without my companion.
Such a
fuck.
waste.
Laying in a field on a warm summer day, you spy a tiny figure. We leap forth to catch her. Come on. Failure. Fuck. We try to catch her, but she flutters away into the field. It's okay. We still have it in our deck. We'll probably encounter it along the way once we get our companion back and everything will be fine. Yay! Gambler's Hood, we can continue this. Yes, I will continue to bet. Hi there, Ray Ray. Welcome. Glad you could join us. We find ourselves at the edge of nothing. We can earn endless points by discarding blessing cards, of which we have none, so that's not a problem. The pillar is ambivalent to our exit. And a duel is upon us, oh crap. Few would blame you for avoiding the Imperial Taverns at this point, and yet you find yourself once more knuckling up to a bar crowded with soldiers. Before you can even order a drink, Sir Cassius has hurled his armored gauntlet onto the ground and issued a challenge! God damn it. Of course he would. The Empire has no place for honorless sellswords such as yourself, he says, sizing you up with contempt. Coin slaves like you are little nothing more than undisciplined thugs. Nobody cares for your outrageous claims of heroism. I know of this mercenary, a trainer at the back of the tavern pipes up. They said she defeated the magical shaman of the northern tribe. Irrelevant, the soldier says, turning back to you. You think you know how to handle that thing, do you? He gestures. He continues gesturing towards your weapon. I am Cassius, the finest swordsman in my company. Would you like to prove your mettle against a real warrior? Or are goblins and the corrupted limit of your talents? I mean, he's literally asking for that mace to the face, right? Then let's do this thing. I have a giant spiked mace. You have very thin plate mail. Let's see how this goes. Sir Cassius is very drunk. Heavily armored, a knight can easily turn the tide in battle. Use bash to break their armor. Sweet. Uh-oh. Nice try, buddy. But we got that extra bash damage from being a heavy weapon. And as you can see, it's kind of just sloughing off of him now. The various pieces, parts of his armor, and it's broken. All done. Double up. Suck it, nerd. One more for the nerd. Damn, Jesus. He just never even stood a chance, did he? Which is great for me. And our duel is completed. Enough! Your opponent steps back, hands raised. I don't have time for this nonsense. The tavern crowd cheers your victory, and tales of your battle are told and retold. Your prowess growing with every telling. Unfortunately, no token for that one. Are we supposed to not take the duel? I'm guessing. Noted for next time. And we find the Waterfall of Youth. Awesome. Because I think this is a dice gambit. No, this is a card challenge. Fuck. All right, you guys, I'm going to need your help. This is a card challenge. Watch the successes. Here we go. 3-card Monty round the bend. Where's the little lady? I'm pretty sure that one of the two ended up at number 1. But I could be wrong. Weirder things have happened. What do you guys think? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? Put your votes in now. Figured I'd break out my movie phone voice. I hope you're annoyed now. Anyone? Anyone? Oh, unfortunately Ray missed it. It's fine. I will go with my gut. And number 1. Yay! Awesome. You are both surprised and relieved to see the sisters greet you at the door. Both full-grown adults. Yvonne greets you with open arms as Yvette sulks around in the corner. Thank you for your assistance the other day. As promised, here's the citrine vial. I already filled it from the waterfall. And we gain the Potion of Youth, a blessing that means at the beginning of each new map, draw 1 life gain card. And it's also a permanent blessing, so damn it. That kind of means I should have taken the Goblin's Gambit earlier. Oh well, it's fine. Yvonne insists that you stay for some pie before you go. Fresh from the oven. Don't mind if I do, dear. That gives us 7 food. And we can continue on our merry path. To Kubarik's favor. Greetings, mortal. My time here is limited, but I wish to offer you my... I imagine that Kubarik, based on his, like, picture there, kind of moves like Voldo from Soul Calibur. You know, he's kind of like this the whole time. It's just very fucked up and weird and contortionist-y, you know? Which, by the way, if you watch the Flash TV show series, they just had a bad guy on there that was like that. Super fucked up and creepy and awesome. Like, everything you want from a comic book show. Oh my god. Super cool. It was like a Halloween episode, and the way they did it was very like, if Jigsaw was a contortionist thief robber. It was like, oh my god, terrifying. Anyway. Greetings, mortal. My time here is limited, but I wish to offer you my aid. The creature gives you a brief but entirely accurate summary of your adventures so far. I like you, human, it says, peering at you intently with unblinking eyes. I want you to succeed while you fulfill your destiny. Let's bargain. Lend him all of my equipment to gain 2 pieces, or leave. No, I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no. Now, here's the thing. If I only had 2 pieces of equipment, that had already worn themselves down due to the ravages of time, I probably would take the deal. But as it stands right now, most of the equipment that I have, which is more than 2, is still viable, is still very good, is still full strength and hardy and strong and hale. So yeah, fuck this noise. I'm out of here. And the ravages of time take more fame from me. But the scouting party can reveal 6 cards. Wow. You happen upon an Empire scouting party as you cross a grassy hillock. The soldiers are keen to trade information about the region. We can reveal 2 encounter cards since we have already revealed 6. And there's the Midnight Feast and the Shadow Ambush, which I'm assuming are going to be the ends of the fight. Looks like we'll be back at the capital by the end of the week. One of the soldiers comments as you continue on your journey. Thank you. Thank you for your wise words. And your 10 gold, chat. I appreciate it. Oh, Jesus. That is terrible. That is terrible. I'm getting rid of that. There we go. All gone. Fuck those gifts. Those gifts were terrible. Now you got 3 hats. And I am walking right straight smack dab into shadow territory. So let's go ahead and be prepared here.
They appear without warning.
The shadows ambush.
From the shadows.
Suddenly you're confronted by a band of hooded thieves. It would be a great honor for you. Wait, which one is this? Is this the shadow creature or is this the Empire person? Fuck it, I'm gonna say shadow person. It would be a great honor for your friend to be chosen by the master. There must be no interruptions at the feast. I know. I did the other shadow creature. I did Velas as kind of a perfect Selly kind of thing. I enjoy doing that. But the regular shadow creatures all have that generic voice. Because they suck. And I have no companions right now. I went from having an abundance to none. Considering that Malaclips is not following me anymore. I don't have Velas right now. And, fuck you. Oh, he's gone into a blood rage. That's bad. Blood rage is bad. Avoid the blood rage. Ow. Stupid bayonet. Can you bay or not? And power hit. You know, if they would give me a couple more hits to parry, that would be great. Because then I could get in some shield bashing. There we go. Oh, ask and ye shall receive. But I say, because like, I've got pretty good shield bashing abilities right now. Ooh. A lot of stuns going on. Also wish I hadn't changed away from my spike mace, but that's okay. I was prepared for more shadows than Empire people. Instead, I got Empire people and shadows. Oh no, wow. Came to tear my ass up, didn't he? Jeez. And turn and burn. Nice. Fuck you. No, I say, fuck you. And Jesus. Unfair. There's the finisher. I was like, where's my goddamn finisher button? Can't remember how I can reconfigure my own controller. I guess it has been a couple of weeks since we played this game, to be completely fair. Crap. I left a job half done. I thought that last hit was enough to kill him. It absolutely was not. Left with just a sliver of health. He would have been able to tear me apart still. Unfortunately, those shadows have one of the best little special attacks that I guess could have been added to the game. It kind of reminds me of the Rat King's ability, which makes sense because the shadows have that teleporting ability too. It seems as though the shadows learned everything they knew from the rat creatures, which is really cool. I love that little lower tidbit. We find a scroll of parchment. It appears to be an order of a dozen barrels of wine to be delivered to an address at a most opulent sector of the capital. We have gathered a clue. All right, I'll take the gambler's jewel. You bet your sweet ass I will. And hello, Poshy Posh. Nice.
Surely you don't plan
Grubbin's
to learn
training
anything from a
is
goblin.
next. We return to the arena and seek out Grubbin. Screams and curses lead you to a training pit where you find Grubbin instructing a dryad on basic swordplay. Keep your shield up, Grubbin snarls, smacking the tree creature in the square in the face, excuse me, with a wooden club. The dryad lifts off its feet, landing in a jumble of limbs on the blood-soaked ground. It doesn't move as Grubbin turns to greet you. You're back! Few ever return to this godforsaken place, and none ever come by choice. What dreadful fate has befallen that would prompt such a rash decision? Grubbin grins maliciously. You have ambition, I'll give you that. Not content with just escaping this hellish prison with your life, you seek to have the title of Master Murderer. Very well, I will train you, but it will not be easy and it will not be over quick. You immediately began a brutal regime of exercises and fighting with the troll. Ooh. Now that's an interesting theory. I like that. Somewhere among the screaming, the flurry of sword blows, and the endless tales of Grubbin's wild adventure from his youth, you learn something. Ooh. The blessing Swift Justice allows us to deal 30% damage in next combat, then discard this card, or Second Wind, where in combat, boost life to 75 when your life drops below a quarter. Then discard this blessing. Yes. Second Wind will be the blessing that I take. Thank you. And we stand, bloodied and breathless, as Grubbin leaves the training pit. After a moment, he returns. Shall we continue? I mean, yes. With a deep breath, you ready yourself for more learning. We take more injury cost, and more injury cost. Somewhere among the screaming, we learn another blessing. Swift Justice or Steadfast Daggers. Damage is reduced by 30% in the next combat with light weapons equipped. Then discard this card. Or, well, I guess this one's more conditional and could be around for longer. This one is just 30% damage in the next combat, whatever it is. Yeah. You look half dead. I'll not have you die during my training. And we require at least 50 life to continue training. There's enough of that already, he says, looking at the dryad over his shoulder. And we do not get the shadow token for all of our efforts and the 35 health that we have left to our name. Damn it. I'm guessing that that's a card that you probably should do during a regular challenge mission, you know? Where you're actually able to get over 100 health and get your pain reduction and all that kind of good nonsense. So maybe in endless mode, that's one that's a little bit tougher to do. You dig? However, I can take all of that chance to eat food, gain my health back up, and make sure that before we go into this last encounter, we should be at max life. Even though, upon completion of this encounter, we will heal, we can't count on the fact that we will come out of this combat unscathed. You know what I mean? I have to account for the fact that we might take some damage during this combat. And we arrive at the manor house of Draven, Scourge of Albia. Abila? Sure, whatever. Just in time for the full moon to begin its ascent into the night sky. A large stone wall surrounds the grounds and the thick iron gate is covered in runes, surely warding against intruders. It seems that the residents in this neighborhood are unconcerned with the official ban on magics. You find the servant's entrance and manage to slip inside unnoticed. You stealthily make your way back through the mansion looking for Velis. Too late, you realize that your presence has been detected. Ah, here to join your friend. Draven, Scourge of Ablia. Whatever, I don't care. Inquires, entering the room with a smile. Your friend is alive and well, Draven says, bringing Velis forward, bound in chains. I will feast well on both of you tonight. Also, I just noticed that our training dude over there, like, isn't done with his token, so I probably could have redone that encounter somehow. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I still think you need to do more than 2 trainings in one go, and, well, if you don't have 100 health, more than 100 health, you're probably not going to be able to. Or some kind of pain reduction engine, you know. Ooh. The Shadow Lord. Determined to add you to his menu. The Shadow Elder can summon shadows before entering his blood madness. Use evade to avoid their attacks. And then I guess these are what? Shadow Northerners? Who's it? Wow. Whoa, I see. Summons shadows before going into his blood rage. I thought by summon shadows they just meant like other, oh boy, other ones of him, but no, it does not seem that way. Also, I'm kind of going to take this opportunity to knock out the rest of the Northerners first. Oh, Jesus. Got it. Fuck you. Interrupt that blood rage. What do you think you're doing? You've gathered up some sort of special around here. No! Unfortunately, because I'm not using the sword and board, I can't really counter their attacks as much as I normally can. Nice. But we can make sure they don't do anything annoying. There he goes into his blood rage. Got him. Now for you, Draven, Scourge of Abbey, the ability for me to say a town's name. Oh, so I see that you all have met Buttspot, the newest member of our chat. Buttspot is a utility that I found while surfing another dude's chat the other night, and I thought it was pretty goddamn hilarious because occasionally it will replace words that you guys say with butts. So Kisty says, but interesting. Yes, indeed, butts are very interesting, I think. As is the fact that I won. Well, no, but I guess you'll just have to find out for yourself. But no, it doesn't have like a huge intrusion rate. It only does it once every so often, although that can be turned up. And you can like remove yourself from the Buttspot's like view. So if there's a command that you can type, and I forget what it is right now, I'll have to look it up. But if you type that command, Buttspot will never butts what you say ever again, which is kind of nice, you know. Some people don't like it. Some people don't like having their words twisted into very sexy rump roasts. Yes, Kisty, exactly. That explains what happened with the copy-paste thing, where it changed a lot of what you said into butts. The last of the wicked creatures falls to your blade, and we immediately move to free Velis. And we take the opportunity to loot Draven's storerooms. It's the least we deserve, Velis says. Trial completed, and we gain 72 endless points and 55 life, which means we get another map with full health. Yes! We arrive at the Cliffs of Oblivion and risk a peek over the edge. A sizable Imperial vessel has indeed dashed against the rocks below. Reaching it won't be easy. Escaping with any loot will be even more difficult. With little more than a rope and a prayer and to the ancient gods, you make your way down the Cliffs of Oblivion to the marooned ship below. And with lots of gains here, including that knight sword. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy, give it to me. Daddy, give me that sword. Daddy, I've been wanting that sword all night. Give me that sword. Yes! Da-da, I got the sword! With skill and daring, we make our way back to solid ground and less treacherous pursuits. Nice. Which, I mean, we're done with shadow work, which kind of sucks. I would have liked to, but I imagine the shadows will make their deadly appearance at some point in the future. Don't you worry. And for now, we will just
I see
hold
you
on
have
to
begun
that.
to appreciate the finer points of our game.
I have, my friendly dealer. I do love this game so much. We return to the capital in search of more adventure.
Now the challenge begins. Prepare yourself.
Oh, adventure budding! I love that Butts adventure. So what are we going to take this time? The missing shipment? Which puts us in combat with Empire folks for a chance of success of 30 gold, or the Wild Hunt, where we will end up in combat against powerful briar folk. That's new. For success, it restores 15% of our current life. For failure, there is only death. I kind of want to try our hand against the new creatures. Yeah, I agree, Ray Ray, and also Kisty. Let's see what the briar folk are all about. An eerie silence hangs over the forest. We hear no breeze, no beast, nor birdsong. The trees part, and a woman, tall and angular with cruel eyes, steps into your campsite. A cloak of petals hangs from her shoulders. An elegant crown of roses rests upon her brow. Bow, mortal, she commands, for you are in the presence of the Midsummer Queen. She circles you appraisingly, the train of her butterfly wing gown trailing behind her with every elegant step. You have prospered in my realm, have you not? Many nights these woods have harbored you safely, the days providing you fruit and fowl and fish enough to fill your haversack 10 times over. The woman stops suddenly, her back to you. That wasn't free. A game, then. An amusement for my court. Oh, really, Ray Ray? This game's so much fucking fun. You know it is. You know it is. And especially when we kind of get to do it group style, playing together. I really wish I had like a group of friends here in the room with me to play together. I just feel like this would be a good drunk game, especially with the voting system and everything. But anyway, she turns and clasps her hands together. Even now my champion comes for you. Though his journey across the Vale slows him. Run, gather strength, find your allies, equip yourself with your little trinkets. And we shall have to defeat Celandine the Great. Wherever you go, he shall find you. Celandine the Great is my finest hunter. You will fight, and if you win, though I sincerely doubt you'll win, consider the debt repaid. The woods shall continue to grant you succor. Lose, and I shall have your screams preserved and carved into a funeral brooch. You gather your belongings and sprint from your camp, the sound of her laughter ringing long into your ears.
No good will come of this.
And now we have some trials. The Dark Sanctum requires us to have 5 curses. Holy hot nuts. For success, we choose 20 fame, draw 3 gold cards, or draw a blessing. No thanks. Map the Empire. Yeah, that one we can definitely do. And then the Carnival of Slaughter, where we must deliver 2 weapons at the end of the adventure for the cost, or for the gain of 12 food. Nah, fuck that noise. Yeah, I'm thinking that Map the Empire may be the only one that I actually take here, Ray Ray. All the other ones kind of suck balls.
The tree folk have followed you even here.
A noble patron of the arts has commissioned an artist to create a map of the Empire. We agree to help him scout the valleys, forests, and fields as we complete our adventure.
Do not underthink your decisions.
And we have encounters to choose. That'll go on top of the ones that we already have. Now that we have Velis back, hopefully we can find that Field of Fae again. Oh my god, that would be amazing. But I think we should go ahead and add in Palace Armoire, since, well, our fame is pretty high now. And we could take Peasant's Son to fight the shadows, since we have our Night Sword. A Fiend in Need is a fiend indeed, which allows us to gain life and adds a quest. One Drunken Night does have some good gold and food rewards, but it makes us go through the trap map. Pickpocket has a chance of gold gain, or loss of life. Ooh, but the Spider Trap lets us get equipment that's weak. That's good against faction, but also weak. Shit. None of these are really all that great, but I've got to take 2, so I guess I'll go with a Fiend in Need and 1 Drunken Night. And, ooh, you know what? The Pit is actually great because, well, we can destroy that thing. And Toshers has us fighting Corrupted, and we can do that too. Cool. Thieves' Folly again has the goblins steal that ring instead of any other good stuff. The reinforced helm is a basic helm that's had its defense reinforced. The King's Crown actually reduces the pain cards, and the first curse that we get, we can optionally discard it, but we lose our companion for 3 turns. The Crown of Scales allows us to escape snaring goblins become knocked down when you escape their snare. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. And then less pain. Pain cards deal 50% less damage when your life is less than 50%. Unfortunately, that won't really help us with the training because it won't let us even begin training unless our health is above 50%. Dazzling Blade it is. The Frontier Barbet reveals map after every encounter card with a gambit in it. And also, Bash Stun duration is increased against the Empire. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Of course, we can also gain food whenever we eat a blessing. Law and Order is amazing against thieves. Bum bum. And then we also have that blessing that makes us deal more damage next time we use light weapons in combat. And then it goes away. But I think instead I'm going to take the Frontier Barbet and Frostfang because, oh my god, that Frost Blast. That's just that's a ability that never goes out of style. Ward of the Innocent reveals encounter cards as well, and it reflects, and has decent defense. Of course, that Merchant's Ring reveals shops. Yeah, Ward of the Innocent, Merchant's Ring for that one. And we have our equipment. Let's go on our next adventure, shall we? The Gambler's Hood allows me to get gold because we finished the last encounter with a lot. And you better bet. When I say I need you, you say you better. I fucking love you, Meatloaf. Okay, how much gold have we gotten with this thing? Out of sheer morbid curiosity? Oh, only 25 so far. That's right, because we've only done 2 maps, and I think one was 10 gold and the other one was 15 gold. I totally forgot about that. It provides 0 defense, but as long as that wager ability is still giving me good stuff. Hero's Call has infinite uses, though. Really? Darn, I didn't notice that, Ray. I thought it was, you know, the set number of uses like most of the other artifacts have. I had to think of the right words there for a second. I didn't want to go, oh, for like 30 seconds. With a snap, we feel something else being yanked off our person. Oh, no! And those damn goblins don't know what they're up against. Nor do those Thieves Guild thieves. Time to destroy. What weapon am I carrying? This is important. Am I going to lose the blessing? Nope. Spiked mace. Yes. I am going to lose a little more damage on the spiked mace. However, I don't care. Bam! Because the spiked mace is going to ruin some days. Yes. Ruin days, I said. Although I've only got 2 minutes to kill them this time. Instead of that hardy, like, 4 hours that I had before. Oh my god. Bam! The Thieves Guild thieves are still in the way. So that's no problem. Fuck off. Fuck off. Aw. I was really hoping to knock him down so that Velas can finish them off and, you know, feed. He seems like he wants to feed from their souls. Sit down, punk. Awesome. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of gold left on the ground that I can't get, which sucks. You get 3 per combat, and it refreshes after each combat. Really? Wow. Very much noted, Ray. So the goblins are colluding with the Thieves Guild now? With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. And we got a piece of equipment. The Executioner's Axe causes knockdown to a random enemy. Enemies in knockdown can be defeated with a finisher. Fucking right. Because that Executioner's Axe is going to allow us to charge up Velas very easily. At least I hope. And we can explore new lands, but we need to reveal all encounters, so let's wait. Alright, as we trundle along, we catch a glimpse of some cheeky gnomes fleeing with our weapon. Son of a whore! Hand of fate giveth, hand of fate taketh away. We chase them on foot until they dive into a burrow. We take a peek in their hidey hole and discover they have quite a cache of weapons in their lair. We reach an arm in deep into that hole. There's my axe. Watch the axe, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the axe. Where did it go? Fuck me. So I think there was the Frost Fang, the Shining Blade, and my axe. As well as a pain card, where we just get stabbed in the hand and we don't get anything back at all. So we've got a 3 out of 4 chance of getting something good. Just might not be the weapon that I want, but it's something good. All 3 of those weapons are great. Ray Ray says number 3. I think that's where my Executioner's axe went as well. But then again, I was wrong. Well, I don't know. I was right once and wrong once tonight. So, like, I got, my record is pretty standard. Okay, I'll go with you, Ray Ray. Oh, fuck me sideways. Fuck me sideways with a wooden spoon. Make sure the splinters come out. Ah! With a sharp sting, we snap our hand out of the burrow. Ooh, ah, and a little round door slams in our face. Fuck! Our companion is hungry. We lost our axe. And I'm back with my spike mace, which technically had more damage than the Executioner's axe did. Still, even though it's been deteriorated by several turns. But it was those abilities, man.
Even the trees here work against you.
We stop in the market to purchase more supplies. A woman screams behind you, and we hear the sound of cracking flagstones. Holy shit. Armed briar folk stride through the panicked crowd, paying no heed to the mayhem in their wake. Draw arms, child. Our master would test your mettle. The tree people are here, and the tree people want to fight us. This is bad. This is bad, right? This is really bad, right? Like, really bad, right? Oh, that's creepy as all get out. So they're a pile of sticks that's been animated, not like walking trees. See, I was expecting more ents and less, I don't know, skeletries? Yeah. Treelatons? Anyway, bring violence from the to Forest Guardian. Bring violence to the sacred groves, and you risk invoking their wrath. Okay, I was like, that sentence doesn't make any fucking sense. Briarfolk wield a variety of ancient ornaments. Though brittle, they are capable of resurrection. Take care, vulnerable to fire. Oh, so they are like skeletons because they can regenerate. And also probably what their rigging is similar to. And also their rejuvenation animation is similar to. So basically they're skeletons that are just vulnerable to fire instead of to holy. Noted. Very much noted. They could have like changed the color on it or something, right? Like, could have just hit it a little bit better maybe. Oh well, doesn't matter. They're all dead. The last Briarfolk falls to our blows, leaving you alone in the market square. The queen's words are carried to you on the wind. The huntsman comes for you, hero! Flee! Flee! And we reveal 3 encounters for our troubles. Nice. Ooh, there's the goblin tracker, who is going to give us those war paints, we hope.
The more time we spend together,
the tunnels leading from Goblin Town provide easy access to the surface world, provided you know where you're going. Unfortunately, right now, you find yourself completely fucking lost. Rounding a bend, you meet a lone goblin archer, his face painted in lurid colors. He sulks sheepishly behind a boulder, squinting at the path ahead. Human, he hisses, or stoat, I can never really tell the difference. The Red Claw clan is tasked with keeping these roads clear, but a monster with big gross crystal warts is guarding the path ahead. There's no way forward. Good night, Ray Ray. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Please come back again sometime soon. Always glad to have you. The goblin sighs, defeated. We could ask about the Red Claw clan. The goblin crosses his arms. Ours was a great and storied clan of the warriors, heroes and goose wranglers. Goose wranglers? They wrangled geese. very violent, so those must be a hardy set of goblins. We have air watched over these goblin roads, except on Tuesdays because it's Two Soup Tuesday down at Smunson's Soup Emporium. Love it. The goblin sighs defeated as we offer to clear the path. You can't, the little goblin says, shaking his head. It would shame the clan if an outsider performed our duties. Only the Red Claw clan may guard the goblin roads. Unless... Yes, this could work. Kneel down, human. You kneel in front of him. He wipes the lurid grease paint from his face and slaps it messily. On yours with both hands. Rise, fellow Red Claw. Rise and punch that monster right in his stupid jug. Excellent. And now we get to defeat an ogre with hopefully the first of our first face paint. I want face paints. I don't know about you, that's my favorite part of most kids' parties. Because some of those face paint artists have gotten amazing these days. Holy shit. A corrupted ogre. That's fucking new. Not all victims of the blight are so deserving of pity. The ogre's thick hide reduces damage by trace, making low damage weapons very effective. Or excuse me, much less effective. Wow, that was exactly the opposite that word that I wanted to say. All right, fellas, do your dark duty. I said dark duty. And I shall follow. And the good news is I should get a decent number of counters in as well. So, waiting on you, big boy. Locked. Locked. Dog. One more block should allow me my smash ability. Oh shit! Ah, and I fucked it up. I had one chance, and I fucked it up. Sounds pretty much exactly like me. No one. Yes, Kisty, I agree. And also agree with Dan. The fact that this game is very well written allows me to do my job much better. You know, instead of having to make the comedy, the game already has it in there. And then also, all the really great models in the combat and all that good stuff too. But yeah, the writing is kind of the main thing that I love so much about this game. With the passage clear to the blight, the goblin runs over to you. You did it! Not that I ever had my doubts. Not that I had 50 gold on that creature knocking your block off either. Definitely not. He surveys the passages leading out of the chamber. The roads are clear now. If you'd like, I can lead you back to the surface. Yay! The goblin points to a spot on your map. Would you like to surface here? Or we can exit anywhere else. Nah, we're good. This is great. You followed the little tracker for some time, finally emerging from a tree stump. Farewell, fellow Red Claw. Remember to join us on Two Soup Tuesday, the goblin says, receding back into the tunnels. And the card's token is now ours. Yay! We did it! And having beaten all the encounters on this map, it's time for us to go forward. Yay! We did it! Oh, shit knockers. I did not in that last map with full health. So we didn't get the gold gain. I need to remember that. Fuck. Ooh, I didn't notice that he had the top hat on now. Oh, I miss you, TB. You feel cold stone against your cheek. Head pounding, you open your bleary eyes. The unmistakable scrape of metal wakes you fully from your slumber, and you slowly take stock in your surroundings. I wish the top hat also had a monocle. That would be really nice. Just a retroactive tribute. I don't think that was ever in the cards, but in hindsight, it might be a really nice thing. Just to throw that out there in case any devs are listening right now. I doubt they are. Oh, Jesus. I got hit by the tricks. And, oh dear. Yes, in fact, I am going for all the gains on this map because I am a greedy little bitch. Thank you for asking. Oh, Jesus. I know it might cost me a little bit more than my life, but it's okay. We'll get all the food back in the Empire. Oh, and that's the exit. Really? Huh. Here I was thinking the exit would be, well, at the back. Turns out not every dungeon is a rear exit. Hey, check bop bop. Uh-oh. Nailed it. Double nailed it. Also, I'm pretty sure that there was a way to run in these things. I found at some point, but I don't remember what it was, and also I'm very afraid to find out. Because I feel like I'm gonna find out at the most inopportune moment. It's gonna end up running into like every single trap, unable to stop. That seems like my luck. With one drunken night down, we gain 25 gold, 2 food, and 2 fame for our troubles. Nice. We fumble into our haversack for something to eat. Happily, we find a half-eaten pasty and try to find our way out of the woods. Awesome. All the way at the bottom is the Waterfall of Youth, where we return back to Yvonne and Yvette's cottage once more. Ooh, if I can get 2 of those blessings, that would be great. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Give me that success. We are surprised and relieved to see the sisters greet us. Yvonne insists you stay for some pie, as they can't give you 2 of the same blessing. And you're welcome. Ooh. The Toshers. A noxious smell alerts you to an oncoming group of Toshers led by a short, stumpy woman with an eye patch. Eye Patch Eve, they call her, and although they dress in greasy drabs, her fingers are adorned with exquisite rings and their pockets are deep with gold.
Look at this princess. I'll bet they've never done a day's dirty work, she sniggers. What do you say, fancy eking out a bit of coin? Tides are coming. Better get in there quick, princess,
says Eye Patch Eve. One of her consorts lifts the lid off the manhole. As you and the Toshers come splashing down and your boots soak up the muck, you feel something at the bottom of the putrid subterranean river. Ooh. There's my executioner's axe again. Ha-cha-cha-cha. I think I will take that. You plunge your hands into the rancid water and pull it out. Give me that dice roll. Oh, the gambler's jewel. I get to re-roll both of them bitches. Oh, thank you. Add the +2. And I get a free re-roll just for being awesome. Actually, that's just my basic re-roll. But the point is, now we get the 16. See what happens with just a little bit of advantage on those dice rolls? Or a lot of advantage on those dice rolls. And, yes, I will equip the axe. Thank you. The sewer walls tremble. Time to surface, she shouts as the Toshers lift themselves out of the gutter. They pull you out just as the tunnel floods. We gain 2 fame. Ooh. And the shard is now ours. Yay! So that's 2 shards, 1 equaling actually a token, an encounter token. A lot of gains this evening. I'm very proud of us. You follow the frenzied rumors of vampires and werebeasts to a derelict farm deep below the lowlands. Also, let us go ahead and change our sword to the Knight's Sword because the Knight's Sword is going to be very effective against the shadow creatures. A thin farmer tilling the rocky soil looks up in desperate hope as you approach. Please, our little Timos was taken by a monster with bloody claws and gleaming eyes. They came through the walls. He points a shaking finger at the hills. You glance at Velis, who responds with his usual unnerving smile. Sure enough, you find the boy huddled at the back of a menacing cave. As you draw near, hulking cloaked figures emerge from the shadows to surround you. Oh no! Lord Velis, one of the beasts notes in surprise before they all bow. We set up this trap to lure strong-blooded adventurers. You notice that their cloaks pale in comparison to Velin's own elaborate embroidery. Your companion nods in approval before his claws lengthen. Very good. But now I must kill you all, or this particular adventure will be a fountain of endless complaints. You draw your weapon. And in we go. Yay! Murder time! My favorite part of the Shadow Beasts. Especially now that I got the Knight's Sword. This should be fun. I'm actually kind of surprised that it didn't do the floating in effect.
I said as long as darkness touches light.
Interesting. Ooh, that's a big old stunning area. I'll take it. So it seems as though every time I counter one of these bad boys, it's going to be very nice for me. And stun them easily. Oh. As well as a stunning AoE attack that helps out a lot as well. And I think I'm trying to remember whether the token wanted me to just counterattack or destroy them. Because if it just wanted me to counterattack, then honestly I should leave them alive for a little bit. But if it wanted me to destroy them, well, I'm pretty good at doing that too.
Appreciate it.
I mean, I guess I can do both. There's nothing wrong with doing it. No, you stop it. You stop it right now. Boom. Go, Velas. I'll let you do all the murdering this time. Bonk. Uh-oh, oh. Stop it. With your charging up of your ultimate attacks. Rude. Unnecessary. Whoop. Double bonk. Bonk. You know what? Let me whittle this down to 2. I feel like 2 are going to be way more easy for me. There we go. I was about to say, hey, can you attack the charging one there, Velas? That'd be great. Bonk. Bonk. Got him. Yay. Got him. Yay. And so I guess now we'll see whether or not it was counter or kill. Either way, we got a bunch. If it was counter, we got more counters than kills. But we'll see. Either way, progress is made on that wonderful weapon. Thank the gods, Timos, thank the gods! The small family gathers a dusty bundle of what they can in gratitude. And we get 5 max life, nice. 25 life health potion. And the ravages of time take more fame. No worries, though. Let's see. The sword, in fact, needs ripostes. So it's not just blocking, it's block and hit back. Fuck. Because I did a lot of blocking, but not as much blocking and hit back.
The forests contain
That's going to be the trick.
Mysteries.
That is the end of our quest, and we are not going there yet. A fiend in need, in fact, comes along our way, and we find an injured traveler. Though he is clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, we sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. You, mortal, come here, the creature commands, his voice rasping. I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide. You draw your weapon, and the beast weakly raises its arm to defend itself. Spare me, and I will make it worth your while. To be fair, I do have full health. So, like, I'm just saying, I can accept his offer, give him back some of my health. Let's wait. Wait. Because remember, it's always going to be 30%. It's never going to be all of my life. No matter how many times we wait. So what happens? -2. Wow, really? Really? Huh. What happens when you get down to 1? Nothing. Wow. I figured that there would have been some kind of reward for letting him drain you of literally everything. You will not regret this. I already do. Of course, there is a debt repaid, and I guess that was to get a little bit of that back. But as it stands, I'm hungry. Basically, that's like when you donate blood and they give you the cookies and the juice afterwards. And 10 max life from you guys, thank you. Keeper of Sorrows. You take refuge in a cave to avoid a sudden downpour. You begin to explore your surroundings to pass the time. What appears in the small alcove, what appears to be a small alcove turns out to be a tunnel burrowing deep into the mountain. After hours of winding paths and random junctions, you find yourself in a wide cavern lit by thin streams of sunlight penetrating from somewhere above. A creature stands motionless in the gloom, peering at you with interest. Are you mortal? Asks a voice that seems more in your mind than not. It moves closer but makes no threatening gesture. The essence of death hangs on your every breath.
but your soul still lingers in its shell. Would you like me to set it free?
Chains hang tightly from the creature's limbs. Each movement creates a tiny jingling noise. Suspended from each one is a small glass container.
Ah, you notice the tools of my trade. I gather the sorrows of your kind. I tend to them until the gods see fit to release them once more. Would you like to see one?
And we can gain endless points by taking on curses. But I don't actually need any curses because we didn't take that particular trial. Curses. Although I'm kind of glad because, well, the Wheel of Confusion makes the wheel spin in opposite direction. The Freeloader loses 10 gold every time you revive your companion in combat. Demon Heart makes all combatants move faster and inflict more combat. Corrupt Healers lose gold whenever you receive life, and your companion will not aid you during gambits. So all of those would have been curses I had to take, and all of those would have been very shitty.
These are the moments when I doubt you have
We
the
found
finesse
the
for
pit.
the role I have set you.
Well, here's the thing. We are surprised one fine evening to find the sudden appearance of a portal opening beneath you. Landing roughly on the muddy ground, we find ourselves trapped in a cruelly made cell, and all of my equipment is fucking gone. So we get to choose an opponent. I think I'm going to take the skeletons. Thank you. The cheers and jeers of the spectators above you drown out any chance of attempting to talk to your enemy or of begging to be freed. And we must take on combat in the pit. Oh yeah, baby. This is going to be fun. I like the pit card because it usually ends up giving me good shit. Although, normally it does relieve me of my items, right?
Once again.
I mean, it didn't this time, and I'm very grateful for that, but I'm pretty sure normally it relieves me of my items. Or maybe that's the lizard pit? And maybe that's a different encounter? I don't remember. But I thought the pit was run by the lizard too. I don't know. No, the pit is run by the Goblin Man, and it's another encounter that's the Lizard Man's pit. Don't let me down, hero! Booms Thomas the Ogre from the third row. I'm gambling my year's supply of radishes on you this round. And let's give them a bit of a show with the Trapper of the Forest and the Thieves. Everyone dies today. Awesome. Fellas, let your dark work begin. Wahahaha! Love it. Not only is he able to get in some great opening shots, but by kind of spreading them out a little bit more, it lets me get in there and, well, rock him like a hurricane. Oh, you son of a whore. I tried to fit in the special move before I had to riposte against him, but no such luck. Oh.
I feed.
That did absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, the area of effect on that attack is not quite as wide as you would want it to be. It's wide, but it's not as wide as you think it's going to be, nor like you would want it to be, because the enemies, I don't know, maybe they kind of changed around. They used to clump up more. Now they spread out a lot. Oh well, either way, the Mercenaries Garb no longer provides any damn defense, and we won the second encounter. We could choose to fight without our companion. We could choose to fight with rusty equipment only. Ooh, yeah, I think we're gonna take him off and also give me just the rusty equipment. And how about more options? Ooh, taunt our opponent, which makes them harder. We can choose to fight without the weapon ability, demand more combatants, or activate traps. Ooh, so much good stuff that we could get from this. Enemies move faster until struck. If we're using only basic abilities, only basic weapons, then I can give up our weapon ability for a health tonic. So that's health potion, renown, good fortune supplies, good fortune, health tonic. All right, that'll work. I mean, it's 5 corrupted creatures and an anarchist. So I think it should be okay. No, 2 anarchists. Excuse me. But I've still got that sword and board, baby, so I am not worried. Not in the slightest. Although I guess if I really wanted to be safe, I would have gone ahead and taken those light weapons and gotten rid of the blessing. That allows me to do more damage with them one combat. Also, with no weapon ability, can't really be able to do like a big damage hit when needed. The only thing you have to rely on, well, is your shield bash ability. That's nice. And raw physical destruction. Wait. There it is. How dare you boo me for a finisher? I am the most amazing combatant this pit has ever seen. Uh-oh. I almost got blasted in the face with fire, but that's a different story. Almost. There we are. Good. All zombies are now destroyed. Now it's just you and me. I'm gonna fry your little butts. Finish him. Ooh, right through the temples. God, stabbed him right through the temples. I didn't even think that was possible. But it is now. And we win in the pit. Nice. The crowd cheers as the fallen are cleared from the arena, and we claim our eternal rewards. 15 life, 5 fame, 10 gold, 5 food, 20 gold, and 5 max life. The Stone Golem returns our old equipment. We are released from the arena as its champion. Oh yeah, brother, you better believe we're getting out of that arena as its champion. Oh yeah. And we find the treacherous wilds that are sometimes treacherous and harmful. While traversing the dangerous cliff face, we slip and lose our footing. Oh no! Though relatively unharmed, the same cannot be said for the pack of travelers' rations that broke our fall, and we lose 5 food. Fuck me. Man, I just got that food in the combat too. I fought fair and square for that food. Oh well, I'll go ahead and buy back 3. At least it's something. And then we can also check what equipment's here for purchase. Yay! Gimme. Awesome. That will allow us to see any shops that are around, which apparently there aren't any right now, but you know what? They may come. They may come. The Merchant's Ring, in fact, reveals the Palace Armory. Yay, which is a fame check, and guess what? We got a shit ton of fame, so let's do it. The Palace Armoire is holding a special promotion for the nobility. The guards bow as you enter. Welcome, you will be pleased with what we have in store for you today. The storeman presents you with a trunk filled with equipment. A fee of 10 gold will allow you to enter our promotion. And of course, we will pay 10 gold to reach inside the trunk and take out a piece of equipment. How much is that one worth, Brian? The storeman asks his assistant. Its value is 18 gold, says Brian. Turning to you, the storeman explains, you may continue to draw, but if your next item is of lower value than the previous one, you leave here with nothing. Or you can walk away at any time with what you've got. The choice is yours and yours alone. 18 gold is not bad. But the question is, do we have other pieces of equipment in there that are worth more? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Do we take the shield and run? Because, I mean, we don't have a shield right now. That might not be a bad one, and it also allows me to reflect projectiles. And it also reveals map encounters. Or do we draw in and press our luck? Noble says draw again. Brave. Very brave. All right. We shall draw again. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop! We reach into the drink once more and we pull out the Frontier Barbet. Its value is 30 gold, says Brian. Turning to you, the Storming explains, you may continue to draw, but if your next item is of lower value than the previous one, you leave with nothing. Yeah, we're leaving with both of those pieces of equipment. Fuck that noise. I am taking the Ward of the Innocent, and I'm also taking the Frontier's Bobbit. Yay. Now, here's the thing, though. I am not switching off my Gambler's Hood. Not yet. Because A, that Gambler's Hood still has a lot of value to me, and the fact that B, it gets me a lot of money after the end of every map. If C, I can remember to have my health at its maximum value every time. While crossing the desert, ooh, Parandarus. Oh no, Parandarus. The old legends spit on thee. The serpent drones staring at thee with 3 unblinking red eyes. Hardship is thy duty, and a poor soldier thou art. And here we go. Do we get swallowed by him? Transported somewhere else entirely? Or, nope! Huge success. The serpent blinks passively. Then, with a hiss, it slides away, disappearing quickly into the sands. That serpent is not of this realm, Vela sniffs, shaking sand from his cloak. I really want to know what happens if you do Parandarus with that card that inserts a huge success into card gambits where huge successes don't exist. I want to know what the actual benefit of Parandarus is, because otherwise it's a useless card. So I don't know. I would be very curious to find out. Either way, it's time to cook some food because we're about to run across our last encounter here. And personally, I would much rather be starving.
Challenge before you starve to death. Time will tell.
Then I would be dying. Well, I guess if I'm starving, then I'm also going to be dying here soon. But let us not forget that we will restore a little bit of health at the end of the encounter.
May cut down a tree, but time and the eternal woods will overrun us all.
It is the end of our quest. High on a lonely mountaintop, you make your final preparations. Perhaps the bitter cold will have some detrimental effect on your adversary, but then seeing him, his great thorny silhouette cutting through the blinding snow, Salandine, royal huntsman of the court of the Midsummer Queen. Shit. Clever mortal, but to no avail. Our merry chase ends here, with the spilling of your blood. Draw your weapon and give your all. The queen does so love a grand performance. He raises his weapon high overhead and charges straight at you. Let's do this, thorny boy. I believe that his bark is going to be worse than his bite. It's okay. If he fails here, he can branch out into other career paths. Salandine the Great, which one is he? Is he both? Is he one? Is he other? Is he the other? Is he both? Me, him, me, him? The ancient lord of the hunt is unrelenting in his pursuit of prey. Covered in spores that leave their foes weak and vulnerable, be vigilant about breaking their armor. Interesting. Oh, wow. And it seems as though those boys actually can launch a ranged attack.
This ends now.
Wow. So it seems that these rhododendrons actually have a couple of different forms. Not only do they... Oh, that's where that pain is. I see. Not only... off of me. Not only do they have ones with long-range attacks, but they also are able to send out, like, area of effect attacks, roots, enemies with armors. Wow. I mean, these really do combine basically all the different kinds of enemies, don't they? That's awesome. I'm actually really, really happy about that. Because otherwise, they would have been exactly what I thought, you know, basic reskins of the skeletons. I did not want that. Not at all. But these are definitely not. In fact, they are a much tougher threat than a lot of what I fought so far in this fucking game. If I'm being honest.
Ever dutiful.
Oh, Jesus. That is until... God, really? How did you come back to life? Do all tree folk, including the hardest ones, have potential to come back to life? Because that's just dicking to you, man. Ooh. take the stuns. Okay, awesome. Come, Salandine. I am going to leave you a weeping willow. Oh no. Burn him like a bonsai. Nope. What are some? Let's make some other tree puns. I'm gonna make you mine, birch. And ultimate. Nice. Woo! That worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bit worried there for a minute. And I hope that we will heal enough to end the map with full health, which would be great. It appears I underestimated you, hero. Oh wait, nope, this is the queen. It appears I've underestimated you, hero, she says, raising Salandine's arm hesitantly and letting it drop with a thud. A mistake I shan't make again. But you gave merry chase, and a queen's word is wrought with gold. Your debt is paid. Here, she clicks her fingers, and your haversack swells and overflows. Trinkets of the kind you seem to value. Take them in good health and go. She turns to leave, and she adds ominously, I wish you luck in your travels, adventure, and for your sake, I pray you don't catch the eye of the Midsummer Court again. We gain 73 life, more than enough to give us back to full health, 90 endless points, and we scoop up our winnings and make the long journey back down the mountain. Briarfolk will now be stronger in combat. The time has come for you and the mapmaker to part company. He pieces together all the rough sketches he has taken during your time together. This will be satisfactory, he says. After some time, he offers you payment of 36 gold and leaves to complete his work.
Deeper still into the secrets.
And we did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Another adventure down. We return to the capital in search of more adventure, but I think that instead of getting more adventure, we are going to give up on this challenge. Wait, what? Really? I must choose one? Son of a whore. Because I want those tokens. I need those tokens. And also, we're going to stop for the night. But I need those tokens, Daddy. Give me them tokens, dealer Daddy. Now.
I doubt you have the
Go ahead
courage
and
to choose
choose
more at this point.
And then choose the encounters, because it's going to have me do that shit too.
Now you have a lot to think about.
Yes, yes. No, I don't, because I'm not taking any of this. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Oh my god, so much good stuff. So much good stuff, and I can't use any of it. Fuck me running sideways. Well, I guess this means we're going to have to play this again sometime else this week. I'm okay with that. So, Thursday night, I believe that we're going to go ahead and take the opportunity. Come on already. Oh, right, because I have all this equipment that starts every encounter. I forgot about that. Cool.
Do not fail
now,
me this time.
We're done with every encounter. Are we done with encounters? Are we done with encounters? I think we're done with encounters. Jesus Christ. Yes. I shall now admit defeat, for now. After taking down 3 adventures, that's not too bad. But I think that we might go ahead and take the opportunity to play this again sometime later on this week. But, because we have more Sundered to play. Now that I've gone away on some experience and gotten a few more levels, I think that the bosses on hard, from what I understand, got like a huge like stat bonus above us. Ooh, 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 ooh. A whole bunch of hoods revealing new customization options.
Unhappy with your appearance.
And for clearing the
Perhaps
goblin
we can
roads,
make some smooth changes.
all of our face paints are available. Yay! Oh, that's dope. Those look awesome. I can't wait to put those on myself. Let's head back to the caravan, maybe check out those face paints, and then we'll get on out of here for the night. How's that sound? Back to the caravan, back to the campfire. And let's change our appearance. Yes, because I discovered that a lot of the stuff on hard really isn't about enemy spawns or anything like that. It really is kind of a stat game. So you just need to grind away a few more levels than you do on normal. Otherwise, it's pretty much roughly the same. The enemies attack more often, you know. but generally speaking, you can outstat them and outplay them if you do well enough. So that's what I'm going to count on being able to do next time. Either way, we're looking here at a couple of the different things that we just got, including but not limited to the new hoods and the dealer's hood, which we had before. I guess the red and the tan are the females, and then the male also has other colors too. But I'm going to stick with the cornrows for now. And I also got... no... face. Here we go. Excellent. Ooh. And they have different colors too? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's and a lot of different colors too, it seems. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different colors for each face paint scheme. That's a lot of options, and I really like it. That one's more like kind of crow's feet on the outside of the face. That one just kind of wipes across. Wow, those are cool. That's just 2 goblin prints right on the side of your dome. The Punisher. Oh, what? That's awesome. I don't know, I think I might go with this kind of Urukai look here. That's kind of awesome. I wonder what happens if you put it underneath a hood. Or the ooh. You know what? That actually kind of makes the hood look a lot better. And then if we match it with a red, like so. Ooh, yes. Yes. I like that a lot. I like that quite a lot. Oh, I like that even better. We have become the angel of death. We have become the angel and deliverer of death. And that makes me feel really cool. Not gonna lie. Can I get back to the main menu? Because I kind of want to get back to the main menu so that I can see my character here. But I don't know that I can without exiting and restarting the game. Let me do that. Interestingly enough, it's got another update queued that it just did, as a matter of fact. I assume like a little mini patch. Play. Yeah, I can see that, Noble. It is very Asriel, is it not, with the red and white and stuff? But I like it. I dig the look. I think that the hood with the open face makes the face paint look a lot, yeah, more integrated into the design. That looks really, really, really awesome. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I was expecting just the face paints. I wasn't expecting them to have different colors. That's cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had ourselves a lot of fun here this evening. I'll see you right back here, same Tim time, same Tim channel on Thursday for more Sundered. It's going to be really awesome. We got 1 set of bosses down, 1 set of 3 mini bosses, and, well, no, we didn't beat the regular boss. We did not beat the main boss. We'll need to do that. That's what we're going to do on Thursday, and it's going to be hard as dicks. As dicks should be. If they're doing the proper fucking anyway. Anyways, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you right back here on Thursday, same time, same channel. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye.